Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March the 2nd, 2021, and the time now is 56 or 57 minutes past midnight. Something just sprung to my mind, or something. Yeah, I just want to say that excuse me, on camera. Belched on camera. So I just want to say this is a message, a quick message to Cheryl Tweedy. Cheryl Tweedy. Yeah, the message is really quite simple. There was a young woman on the train, or younger woman on the train, on the bus on the way home. And, I was speaking out, vocalizing my thoughts and opinions and stuff. And she was there, and this woman on the bus, sitting on the right hand side of the bus, and I was there with my shopping trolley, and she was listening to what I was saying, and she looked kind of the image of Cheryl Tweedy, kind of. And I thought, oh, let me put this message out to Cheryl Tweedy. The system, and to everybody else who's listening, the system is institutionally racist. That's a fact. Because they keep trying to project in undertones that, oh, I got beat down and I got beat down by Cheryl Tweedy. Now, how ridiculous can you get? Why would the system and the media be promoting and what you call it when you're assisting Cheryl Tweedy, basically, and elevating Cheryl Tweedy? So this is message for you, because it's not about individuals. Cheryl Tweedy, you have no power at all. You're just a little nothing. Cheryl Tweedy, you have no power at all. You are just a little bit of nothing. And the power, racism is power. Racism is power. And the power is in the institutions. Like I said, racism is collective. Like everybody knows, institutional racism works collectively, and it's long-standing and deep-rooted and widespread. And it's really interesting because it's all subliminal efforts as well, and undertones as well as anything else. And it's so obvious, as far as I'm concerned, in particular, it is so obvious what the situation is. And I detect Cheryl Tweedy is very jealous of me. I honestly do, because you know how this issue, this topic, individual, this topic, her name come up, is because originally, when I think it was round about 2008, roughly, that I saw her on the front page of the Daily Mirror newspaper, and she actually well, I think it was 2008 or 2009, and she was having problems with Ashley Cole, who was her then husband, the Premier footballer, and he was playing for Chelsea at the time. So a lot came out. That was the first time I heard of Cheryl Tweedy and Ashley Cole, and they were on the front page, and I was in the cafe opposite, not the street where I used to live in Bethnal Green, on K Street, and the newspaper was on my table as usual when I went in the morning for my breakfast, to buy my breakfast. So I read it. So it's not as if I went out of my way to read about Cheryl Tweedy. Believe me, I didn't. It was just, she was on the front page of the Daily Mirror, her and her then husband, Ashley Cole. And the newspapers was on my table. So that's why I read it, Cheryl Tweedy. You understand? So I used to read the paper in the morning because with my breakfast, because it was always on the table in the cafe. So that was the first time I learned about how this woman beat up an African woman in the toilet, and how she married a mixed race man who, well, black, because he classes himself, he says he's black, so he's black, and how she married a black man. And I thought, oh, that's quite interesting, how the media and the entertainment industry are very conniving, because she just narrowly missed a conviction for racially aggravated assault, which it was. But because the system is so racist, she got off. So, but apparently she went to trial. There was a trial. So what interests me, she came into kind of fame, I think, through Simon Cowell. But she wasn't really recognized until she beat up the African woman in the toilet. Now listen very carefully. This is the media. Do you remember the other day I was saying the media are very racist? They're institutionally racist towards the black community. Now listen very carefully. Cheryl Tweedy sort of like got a big opportunity on Simon Cowell's entertainment program, singing thing there. I don't know what it was called, something like, I don't know if it was X Factor or something else at the time. And then she wasn't really, I think they formed the Girls Aloud band, but they weren't really known, they weren't really credited. Not until Cheryl Tweedy was arrested and charged for racially attacking a black African Ghanaian woman in the toilet in a nightclub in Guildford, along with her band, the Girls Aloud. And interestingly, like I said, the black woman, the African lady, was like in her late 30s at the time, and Cheryl Tweedy was a lot younger. It wasn't just Cheryl Tweedy, it was all of them. But the point is, they deliberately picked out Cheryl Tweedy for fame and fortune and advantage, because they wanted to make it look like she single-handedly whooped this black woman's ass. And basically all the black woman's eyes were swelled up. She was black, blue, yellow, green. She was mashed up. She was really bruised and beaten up badly. But I know Cheryl Tweedy didn't do that by herself. It was the others as well who joined in. One of them being Sarah Harding. Now, Sarah Harding has recently passed away. I don't know if a lot of you know that. Sarah Harding has recently passed away. She's no more. She's dead, basically. And this was only recently she died. I think it was just a few months ago or something like that. I know Sarah Harding joined in and the rest of the girls allowed. And I tell you how I know this. When I responded to that article, the newspaper article about Cheryl Tweedy and Ashley Cole, I responded to the Daily Mirror, the email, and I just gave them a piece of my mind. And I said, and I did that because I felt, why should she get all this advantage and fame and favor when she did such she committed such a terrible crime, and it was totally unprovoked, and it was racially, against a black woman. And funnily enough, and then I said she married that black man. It was set up. She married to a black man or biracial man or however you want to put it, black, yeah, to actually boost her reputation. So basically, she's a dirty, stinking racist. And to boost her reputation and give her credibility back into the black, among the black international community, especially those who are kind of well known, all these Kanye West and Naomi Campbell and Rare and nah. So to give her that credibility, the powers that be, yeah, pertaining to the Simon Cowell and the mainstream media and stuff like that, after the terrible racist crime she committed against an innocent black woman, she was given this black man a very, well, quite wealthy, famous black man. And I'm not saying she didn't love him. Obviously, she must have loved him or been attracted to him because he's good looking. He seems a good looking, nice guy. So, but the point is, it was all a PR stunt. It was all a PR stunt. To boost up, give her back credibility on the international, the black international, the black community internationally, especially those, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all this, Rihanna, everybody, give her that credibility and reputation back. And so I gave my opinion along with that kind of tone, yeah, and that was it really. And what they're suggesting, the undertones are, because I said that, they're saying, oh, she came after me and she's been tearing my life apart and she's been messing everything up in my life, and I shouldn't have said anything. I didn't swear nothing. I just said it the way I've said it now, very intelligently. And it was just a simple email like that. In response to the article, remember, she's already been plastered all over the newspapers, the front page, yeah? So I didn't plaster her all over the newspapers. Her business was already all over the newspapers, all out there. So basically they're saying, because I responded as a member of the public with my opinion, yeah, which was, not so favorable to her, they're trying to suggest, oh, she came after me and because I said what I said in the Daily Mirror and rare. Oh, please. And then they try to suggest she beat me up. The media trying to say I'm the black woman in the black African woman in the toilet, and she come and beat me up and mashed up my relationships and mashed up all my everything and mashed up my life and make me homeless. Cheryl Tweedy, you just don't have that power. You're just a little piece of nothing. Let me tell you that. So I get that out of the way, because on the bus today, that younger woman who looked like the kind of reflected the kind of image of Cheryl Tweedy. She's dressed all in black, like a black jacket, neat, black dress underneath, black shoes, black handbag. Now, the subliminal tones are the colors represent some significance or not, or you understand me. And black is the most powerful color. Black represents standing up for injustice and for equality and fighting against injustice. And if you just tap into your internet, anybody, the colors and what colors mean and what colors represent, black is the most powerful color on the planet Earth. Black is powerful. So this image of this woman, she's all dressed in black. So the image of this Tweedy, Cheryl Tweedy, all dressed, you're not black. You see, the media think that you can just purchase black with your money. Yeah, you can buy out black, like it's a shares or something, or you can just wear it. Yeah, so she's desperately trying to fight to get her credibility among the black community because of the terrible criminal act and violent, vicious, unprovoked act against an innocent black African woman in the toilet. Now, let me tell you something. That black African woman suffered a lot. She got a lot of backlash from the racist media because they were supporting Cheryl Tweedy. And since then, that was the main thing that gave rise to Cheryl Tweedy being well known and giving her the opportunity to marry wealthy celebrities. Because at the time she committed that offense in Guildford, in the nightclub in Guildford, she was single. She didn't know Ashley Cole then. She did not know Ashley Cole when she committed that racially aggravated crime. So she was a nobody. So she was looking for a rich, good-looking husband. Yeah, and she didn't have him at the time. She didn't have nobody. So since then, she catapulted to fame after the trial. She had a criminal proceedings trial, and she got off because she's got all these media behind her, and powers, Simon Cowell and racist, institutionally racist solicitors, and they got her off. There's no way she should have even got off. How on earth can you get off that? Look at her situation. How the fuck did she get off? You can't just anything she wants to justify that would go down as mitigation. She should have been convicted, found guilty and convicted without a doubt. But there you are. So what I want to say is, I've met Simon Cowell more than once. I've met him in the West End. And Simon Cowell is one of the power behind Cheryl Tweedy. And Simon Cowell is a prick. He's so arrogant. I've met a lot of celebrities, and some of them are very racist and arrogant, and Simon Cowell is one of them. He knows me because I met him after I've sent that emails, and I think I sent a couple of emails to the Chelsea Football Club because they were pushing up situations against me, and I reacted, and I sent a few emails about Cheryl Tweedy to the Chelsea Football Club. So anyway, hear what now? I met Simon Cowell after that, a few times after that, and I knew he knows who I am, but he's playing it down. So I was polite to him. I said, "Oh, hello, Simon Cowell," and I was out there begging in the West End in Mayfair. And I met Simon Cowell. He drives a Rolls Royce. He doesn't drive it. He has a chauffeur-driven Rolls Royce. I think it's a dark blue, shiny color, like a navy blue. And navy blue is the second most powerful color. Black and blue navy blue are the most powerful colors in the world, but black is the most powerful, more than even navy blue or dark blue. So Simon Cowell, he's playing it down, but I know him. I watched me from the corner of his eye. Anyway, I said, "Oh, hello, Simon. Have you got any homeless? I'm looking for some money. I need some food and stuff like that." Yeah, because that's my kind of my sales line. Yeah. So he turns around and says, he's asking me questions, and very arrogant, very, very arrogant, nasty, horrible person, Simon Cowell. So he turns around and he takes out a big wad of money. Then he takes out of the big bundle of money, he takes out a tiny little dirty £5 note. He takes out a little dirty, nasty £5 note and fling me and walk away. He doesn't even give me no eye contact. He just fling it, give me like he might give some dry old dirty bone to the dog, to some dog. You understand me? So I observed his behavior. I didn't say anything. I took the £5, and then I think the first occasion I met Simon Cowell, after those emails about Cheryl Tweedy and that she's a no good, dirty, racist bitch. I think the first time I met Simon Cowell after that was with Sharon Osbourne and Louis Walsh. All three of them were together. Simon Cowell, Sharon Osbourne and Louis Walsh. And I met them outside the Arts Club in the Mayfair. Sharon was lovely. Sharon just took out $100, I think it was $100 note, $100 bill, and gave to me. Louis Walsh took out £5 and gave to me, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, love. That's all I've got in my pocket. That's all I've got in my pocket." I said and say. Then dirty Simon Cowell now with him dirty racist nasty self. Him take out one dirty nasty £55 note, yeah, and fling give me. And doesn't really give me any eye contact. At least Sharon and Louis Walsh gave me eye contact. They acknowledged me as a human being. But Simon Cowell, he didn't want to acknowledge me as a human being. He didn't give me no eye contact. He just flinged the dirty £5 note, like say he might give some dog the one dirty old bone. So and there's no other black women that beg around the whole of the Mayfair or central London for decades and decades. It's only been me for the last like over a decade. Yeah, excuse me. It's only me. So it's not as if you come across loads of black women, you're giving all these black women. I'm the only one that came to Simon Cowell and said, "Please, Simon Cowell, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, I've got no food to eat, I need some money to book into a bed and breakfast." The dirty, nasty, dirty, racist Simon Cowell take out one dirty, nasty, thinking £5 and throw give me. So the next time I saw him, the same place, the Arts Club, Mayfair, it would be coming out of the same chauffeur-driven, impeccably kept Rolls Royce, and him take out one dirty £5 note and give me again, like he's making a statement. Yeah, like to say you're not worth any more than that, and you're not getting fuck all more than that from me. He only gave that to me because people were watching. To be honest with you, there was other people around who were customers and stuff like that. So he didn't want to be seen as, you didn't even give that poor black woman a penny. So he wanted to give himself a little bit of credibility and say, "Okay, let me give you £1.35 and just cool the argument, just to save face, so nobody say, I saw Simon Cowell ignore this black middle-aged woman, and she was so polite to him, and he turned around and didn't give her no money at all. So that's the only right reason why he gave me the dirty £5 on both occasions." He wanted to save face. Yeah, he wanted to give himself a tiny bit of credibility, and so people were watching. So he wanted to, make it look like, well, at least I gave her something. But he also made a statement like to say, you're not worth no more than that. You bitch. Look what you said about Cheryl Tweedy. You ain't getting nothing more. So I clocked everything already from a long time. So I know say Simon Cowell's a racist. You understand? Because he's backing up. Just because I spoke out about Cheryl Tweedy and I spoke the truth, and I don't recall using any bitch. I didn't use any swear word. I'm only saying that now, but it was quite intelligent statement, and I was correct. She beat up and attacked the black woman in the toilet, and the black woman didn't trouble her, and she beat her up really badly. And it wasn't just her, it was the rest of the Girls Aloud group. And because I said that, Simon Cowell fucking hates me. So that means he's a fucking racist. Because by rights, Simon Cowell's supposed to be on my side and say, yeah, you're right there. Go on, girl. Go on there, girl. You're right. But instead, he's pandering to Cheryl Tweedy like Cheryl Tweedy's his fucking poodle. His white poodle. Yeah, in his little lap. And he's stroking her and patting her head. So anyway, this is why I keep saying, what I'm saying is, Cheryl Tweedy, she has got nothing on me. I will say again, and I reiterate again, I'm not guilty of nothing. Yeah, I am innocent, and I am 100% innocent, and I am the victim. I am the victim. So the reason why I'm telling you this, and I'm repeating myself, is because my situation, my case, should I say, didn't start, and even should I more say, my life didn't start around Cheryl Tweedy, when with Cheryl Tweedy. My life did not start with Cheryl Tweedy. Get over yourself, bitch. Get over yourself, bitch. My life didn't start with you. I was here on the earth long before you. I was here on the earth long before you, suffering. I was being raped daily. I was being beaten and battered daily. You understand? Long before you were even thought of in your mother's womb. And you're coming at it, when you was a this little nothing, I've been through enough. So the point I'm making is, they're trying to put all this credibility like Cheryl Tweedy as some big bad. You're nothing. Get over yourself. You're living a sham. You can't even come to me, to my face in person. Because you beat up, you go on like you're a bad girl. Yeah? You go on like say you're a bad girl and you beat up the African woman in the toilet. But you will never come to me. Why, Cheryl Tweedy? Why would you have to go behind my back if you're a bad girl? Yeah? Because the African woman in the toilet that got beat up very badly by you, that was racially motivated, Cheryl Tweedy, I think she's about my age group. I think she's about my age. So, Cheryl Tweedy, come. You know everywhere I live. You know everywhere I go. Why don't you come up to me, just me and you, one-to-one, and we'll see who can beat up who in the toilet. You understand what I'm saying? I will bust some lick in your blood clot, girl. I will kick you in your teeth, kick you in your face and knock out your teeth. You understand? You can't come to me. Everything everybody's doing is behind my back. Yeah? They're all out of eye shot. They're all out of earshot. Why? If you are a bad girl, come me and you. We'll do it old school. We're just going at one ring. Yeah, and we'll do 10 round. Just me and you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, if you feel say you're a bad girl, come. If you feel say you can test me, you understand? Because true say they put you in the newspaper, oh, you beat up black woman, African woman in the toilet, you feel say you're a bad girl, you feel say you're a gangster. So come. Me, I'm 52 years old this year. Come, we'll find a spot. Nobody interfere, just me and you. Just me and you, one to one, old school. Yeah, and me and you will fight it out. Go for all your training, go for your kickboxing and you train up. I'm not going to do no training. I'm not going to do no training for you. You see me? Anytime you want, we'll go in the ring and me and you will fight it out. Me and Cheryl Tweedy. No Daily Mirror newspaper interfering. No mainstream media interfering. No Simon Cowell can interfere. Nobody can interfere. Just me and you in the ring. No, your big fat white, big fat pork belly pig daddy can't interfere. Your dirty stinking mother can't interfere. Nobody can interfere. Just me and you in the ring. Yeah. So anyway, you haven't. You don't even have brain. You don't even have a brain. You have to shag your way to a career to get success. You don't have the brain to strategize how to ruin somebody's life. You don't even, I can't even give you that credibility, Cheryl Tweedy. Because if you had a brain, you would have never had to use your pussy to get where you are now. To have what you have now. You would have never had to use your pussy. You would have used your brain in the first place. Yeah? My God, you can't test me. You just don't have no brain. You can't sing on top of that. You can't even sing. You can't sing. You can't dance. You look like shit. You know, you don't have a brain. You had to use your pussy to acquire, to achieve and accomplish what you have. Because you just don't have a brain. You have no intelligence. So anyway, the Daily Mirror and the BBC, they keep coming up on the Open Rent website. Open Rent is a letting agency that advertises properties by landlords that are willing to rent to tenants, and they do accept a lot of DSS. So every property that I go for, it crashes, it falls through. So they're trying to say, oh, it's me. Listen.